Morning, good morning. This is Mary at the.meri.atelier. And today is Wednesday, October 16th. It's all about crafty clusters. It's all about crafty clusters this morning. I normally do not come on Wednesday mornings. However, since Susan Hiles has me doing clusters, I'm coming on. So she's got prompts every week on Wednesdays for at least for the first 4 weeks of her open collab. And I've been following along. We've done tiny clusters and holiday clusters, and this week it's grunge clusters. And I have a lot of grunge items out here on my desk. Penelope, you're not really grunge, but you know, I have to have you out. And I thought I would show you the inside of my couch cluster bag. So let's kind of get this. I just piled things I thought I could use on my desk, like Penelope. Let me put her over here to the side. I've got, this says Fluffy. It's just a yarn bag, a yarn tag. I've got some clocks. This is a buttonhole that Aunt Beck made for me. And I think she made it so that I could use it on my Art Nouveau, but I might use it for grunge. I've got some brass pieces here. I've got a piece of fabric. These I probably won't use. This is one of those ties for the tags. I've got some coffee filters. I don't know what I'll use. And I also have, since I couldn't find my wire that I wanted to use, I found this pair of old earbuds that aren't working. And I thought I might do something with those on a cluster. I have a peel and stick tile I thought I might cut up. Oh, we can't leave Tim Holtz out of this. Tim Holtz grunge, got a lot of that. Some tissue paper. I have some text pages. I think I colored and I cut I used melted wax. And I have some tags. I've got a Tim Holtz, I think this is his junk drawer bag, baseboards, junk drawer baseboards. I've got some gold napkins, and those I'm going to share. I've been chewing a lot of this sugarless Trident gum. I saved 2 of them. I might save those for tags. I don't know if I'll use those. I have an envelope here from Judy Patton that has a lot of really interesting pieces on it. I'll have to be careful about showing the address. Piece of painty paper. It feels like deli paper. It looks like, I think I got that in Happy Mail. A paper bag. And just in case I run out, I have this book on electricity that I was going to fussy cut anyway. And it's got a lot of steampunky type illustrations in it. I don't know if I'll use it. I have yesterday's newspaper, talking about grunge. Yesterday's newspaper. I got a box of Somerset magazines. I ordered some back issues, and it came wrapped in this really interesting paper, craft paper. So that's my grunge items that I'm going to be using. I'm going to set them aside for a minute, if I can, without dropping them all. And that's debatable. Uh-oh. Hold it. Wait a minute. Everything's falling. I'm going to have a crack-a-lanch. Well, that was just my trimmer. Hold the phone. I'm here. I have some Tim Holtz fabric, cigar fabric. I've got some chicken wire. I'm finding this stuff that I bought weeks and weeks ago. I bought this maybe a year ago. Chicken wire, a cupcake liner, a piece of a tie. Here's when my brother and I go to the veterans, they give us a little tag. We were at the veterans on September the 14th. And I have to laugh because when we walk out, as you walk out of the Veterans Hospital, my brother goes for yearly checkups. And as you walk out of the hospital, there's one of these trash cans as you go out to the parking lot where people throw things, you know, like masks, disposable masks. Oh, Jude. Oh, Jude, good morning, lady. Thank you. Oh, Jude, how can I thank you for all the support that you have been? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Aw, thank you for the super chat, Jude. You don't know how much that encourages. That just encourages. Jude gave me a super chat. Aw, well, you're awesome. You are awesome. Anyway, as you walk out of the Veterans Hospital, there's this trash can that has kind of a dome lid on it. And it's covered with these stickers. It's so funny. I kept mine for that day. And I got a little, so I was going to put this aside, but I had a little craft-a-lanch. I want to show you, I started to show it when I did my, let me pick up my trimmer. I started to show it when I did my last room tour, but I have found this bag, which is, I think it's a makeup bag, a travel bag for makeup. It's a little travel bag. However, Susan Hiles has me making clusters, so I'm calling this my couch cluster bag. And I made some clusters the other day when I was watching Keisha's auction. And so I've got some clusters in here that I need to put in my, but inside of here, I have cluster fodder, pair of scissors, more cluster fodder. I've got some embroidery floss, some glue pins, some double-sided tape, little box of Crayolas, some sewing needles, some cupcake liners that I'm trying to use up. And then I unwound some thread on a card here. Another glue pin. And I'm digging down here because I've got some rusted bobby pins that I'm going to use for grunge. So that's kind of the inside of my couch cluster box. So as I'm sitting out, maybe watching Becky or Ann's craft and chat, I can sit and do clusters or whatever while I'm watching a movie or something. And yeah, I'm getting clusters made. I need to transfer these, but maybe another time. And I filled the bag. The bag is full. I'm going to put these back in here for now. So this goes back out by my recliner. I'm trying to keep that space by my recliner clean, but I do, when I inventory my boxes, I take, I don't know what that was. I take things out to sit at my recliner, and I'm continually having to clean that area off. Good morning, Rhonda. Aw, Rhonda and Jude, and we've got about 10 folks watching who haven't come in to chat yet. And Jude gave me, Jude is from New Zealand. She gave me a $20, New Zealand $20 super chat, which is so very encouraging. So I got a Happy Mail postcard from Judy Patton. She watches. She doesn't really come into chat. She watches replays. And I would show you the back. Well, let's see if I can just cover up the back says hello, and it says, God bless Judy Patton. And it looks like she did inks here. It looks like she did inks. It looks like she's got a little face going on there. So cute. Thank you, Judy. That will go in my October journal. And then I wanted to share this cartoon. I like to cut things out of the paper. And I really got a kick out of it. Let me stand up. I really got a kick out of this cartoon, The Family Circus. And it says, even tossed crayons under the table. Oh, this isn't The Family Circus. This is Moderately Confused. This is on the editorial page. It says, you even tossed crayons under the table, so it seems like we are dining in a restaurant. See the crayons under the table? I got a kick out of that. So that's going to go in my journal. You guys know me and Mary and her crayons. And then I cut this out of the paper. Well, I'm dropping things here. Things are falling. I don't know what fell. I cut this out of the paper. This is about a house for sale in Kearney, which is about in the middle of Nebraska. But it's a mansion. But look, it's an old Victorian home. And it tells all the history. I'm not going to read it all. But I thought, man, if I had a $500,000, because I think that's what they're selling it for. No, they're asking $464,000 for it. But look at that. It looks like it's been built with a, one of those triangular roofs, and it's got a tower here and a tower there, a big wraparound porch. Looks like it's about 3 stories with an attic. How cool is that? Victorian home. I've been doing a lot of watching Victorian remodels on YouTube. So I'm only going to be on this morning until, let me go down to, until about 7:30, because Dee Dee comes on this morning, and I like to watch Dee Dee on Wednesdays, if and I can. Yesterday afternoon, I slept really good last night. Yesterday afternoon was yard day. I had to cut down my brother's peonies, and that wasn't so hard, but there are all these volunteer trees that grow up, and they kind of sprung up over the summer for us. So we were out in the yard yesterday, and both of us were tired by the time we got done. And I slept good last night, believe me. I have black coffee this morning because I'm out of creamer. Really, it's kind of good black coffee. So we've got Rhonda and Jude in here this morning. Where is everybody? We're going to make clusters this morning. So let's start with, well, let me get this pile of stuff back on here, because that's what inspires me, is when I have stuff on my desk. Let's just start making some crafty clusters. Whew. And need to start with a base. And so I've got these baseboards from Tim Holtz. Those might be fun to look through. And we've got a quote, text. I'm digging down here. I want a base. I think I'll use some Tim Holtz papers as the base for my first one. And maybe some wire. I have not had a chance. The link to Sue Hiles Grunge Clusters, is in the description box below. I haven't had a chance to watch it. I noticed Janet Nash put up a grunge cluster video today. You know, she's over in England, so it's mid-morning for her, going around noon. Let's see. I'm just pulling out some things. Maybe a newspaper thing here. Maybe a natural Hastings couple finds inspiration in artistic endeavors. We might save that article. Let's just tear this out. This is about a couple that's going to have a gallery show this weekend. And of course, there's an obituary on the other side. All right, we'll just tear that. There's an obituary on this side, but we're going to do this side. And I'm going to move this stuff over. And what do I have on the bottom here? Some of those magazines that I was tearing out of yesterday. We don't need those. I'm trying to get down to the bottom of my desk. I'm going to make some clusters. I would get out my other clusters and show you, but they're filed, and I don't want to turn around and dig through them. So we're just going to make clusters this morning. I need my stapler and double-sided tape. I'll probably have to get out some more double-sided tape. Need the stapler and probably Penelope for some thread. She says, "You're bringing me back. You're bringing me back." So that's what I have on my desk, but as I'm making the clusters, I think I'll zoom in so that you can see them better. There's Riri. Good morning, Riri. Glad to have you join us in chat. Good morning, my lady. All right, I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more so that you guys can get a closer up view of what we're doing. Thank you, Rhonda. Rhonda dropped a link to Susan Hiles and Janet Nash's cluster videos, I think. Yeah. Hi, Brenda. Good morning. Brenda D. Good morning. Good morning. So let's get a base. Let's use Tim Holtz. This is his. I've had this for a while, too. Looks like I usually buy this stuff when it's 40% off. This is his abandoned stack of papers. Let's get some grunge. This is clean grunge, I have to tell you. It's pretty clean grunge. Let's see, what am I going to use? Ooh, this appeals to me. Let's pull one of these out. Yeah, and I'm going to still keep my clusters, you know, a couple inches long, maybe 1.5 inches wide. I might go to larger ones. I want to put them like in journals and stuff. And some of I want on the, I just want to glue some of them down. And some I don't want to glue down. Some I want to put bobby pins in. And you know what? I have a jar of buttons. Let me get that jar of buttons out. I ran across them. All this stuff, cool stuff that I'm finding when I clean. What did I do with them? Are these them? No. What did I do with my little jar of buttons? Here they are. Smaller buttons that can be put on clusters. So this is Crafty Clusters impromptu stream. And then Susan Hiles, this is an open collab. You make a video and put it up, schedule it on a Wednesday. Let Susan Hiles know. I still have these bracelets out. Let's put a bracelet on. Let Susan Hiles know her link to her video for the crafty clusters is in my description box below, and Rhonda dropped a link to it. And she'll link to your channel at the channel level. So I'm wondering how I get this open. Looks like there's a cross wire here. I wonder if I can just pull this out. Looks like it comes on a paper, at least initially, which is a good idea. I might just move that paper down. And it looks like I'm going to need my Tim Holtz old scissors out. Well, I don't see the old ones. Here they are. Let's cut a piece of this wire off. And this is the kind that, this is, this goes on sale too at Hobby Lobby. 40% off. I don't buy these things unless they're, unless they are on sale. So it's all about grunge today. I think I'm going to move this like this, see if that'll stay. And where's that cross wire? Looks like it disappeared. Here it is. I guess that's in there to stay. Maybe if I put a piece of painter's tape on that. Hold the phone. I'm getting to it. Oh, do I have grunge or what? Everything I have is grunge. Everything I have is grunge. There's a chain. All right, we're just going to, I'm just going to, I don't know, last time when I did the Christmas ones, for my holiday I did Christmas. Well, but where's the beginning of this? I got about 12 of them done, but I don't know if I'll get that many clusters done today. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Gail. Good morning, ladies. Hi, Terry. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for popping in on an early October morning. On an early October. I don't know if this will hold this. Maybe I should put it over here, too. I don't normally stream on Wednesday mornings. But I have to tell you, it's so much easier for me to do a stream than to do a video and edit it these days. It's just easier for me just to come on live, do my thing. All right. So this is what I have, a piece of this wire and a piece of Tim Holtz grunge paper. I don't have any lace out. Oh, no. Oh, no. Do I have lace in this bag? I have fabric. I've got a piece of this, which is kind of polished. I was kind of saving this, though. I'm not sure I'm ready to cut that up. Well, I might have to get up and go get lace. I just need some lace pieces. Let's see what I have in this little basket over here. Do I have lace? Yes. I have probably more to work with too. This is a little basket I picked up at the thrift store, and I've been keeping it over there, throwing things in there, try to keep laces and stuff. Looks like I have some old ATCs, some red ribbon. Oh, here's some trim. Here's some lace I can use. And some lace here. We'll start with that. Oops. And let's see. Let's do a piece of this lace under the base, I think. Under the base? Yeah. And let's snip it and staple it one at a time here. I'll cut it here. So yesterday when I couldn't cut the peonies down pretty easy myself. Peonies, well, you just cut them down to the ground. My brother says that after they're done blooming, you can cut them then, but we waited until the fall. And I can cut those down pretty easy because after they dry out, you know, their stems are pretty easy to move. But the little trees are harder to cut, and the sunflowers that grow 8 feet tall are harder to cut. And so he had his chainsaw out, but let me get my pliers out. He can only do so much at a time. I have to be careful asking him to do too much. And he was getting tired, so I told him to go. We got that little park bench out there. I said, you go sit down and I'll carry away. You know, you stack up all the leaves and everything. I said, I'll just clean up around here a little. It's all messy out there now because we had a lot going out there in that one little patch. Oh, those trees grow up pretty fast. And anyway, so I told him, I went over and sat. I was getting tired, so I went over and sat beside him. And I said, why don't you teach me how to operate that chainsaw? Yep, you guys. Mary, it's just a handheld chainsaw. I mean, it's about 2 feet long, maybe 2.5 feet long. You can get them smaller than that. I was watching a YouTube movie or advertisement where one about a foot long. It's a handheld one. And I said, if I can operate a weed whacker and a hedge trimmer, I can surely operate that chainsaw. I said, I just need to know what I'm doing. And I said, why don't you just come over and show me how to do it? You can supervise. And we just had a little left at that time, but they were big ones. They were, if we wouldn't have got them by next year, they would have been trees. So he agreed. He was getting pretty tired. So let's see, I think I'm going to double this. So he taught me how to use the chainsaw. So Mary has chainsaw hands. Hi, Sylvia. Good morning, Sylvia. Hi, Jill. Good morning, Jill. Hi, Brenda D. Did I say good morning to you? Rhonda's here. Terry's here. Gail. Hi, Gail. Good morning, Gail. Terry L. Gail. Kimberly's here. So I think I'm going to do a little cartoon of Mary operating the chainsaw. I'm stapling these. This is grunge for sure. Yes, it is. Grunge, grunge, grunge. Now my journals are at least these, the one that I'm doing this month and the one that I'm doing in December are going to be pretty thick journals. I've got pretty wide spines. So I can have things like these baseboards. What did I do with the baseboards? Let me get the baseboards out. Where did I put them? Right here. Jill says it's been hectic lately, but she's doing okay. Well, that's good to hear. Let's choose a baseboard. You know, Tim Holtz is all about grunge. And I do buy these. I buy a lot of Tim Holtz. But I do wait till they go 40% off at Hobby Lobby. I do wait. Oh, I find the opening here. Tim Holtz, I don't know, his style is rustic, and I wouldn't call his style grunge all the time because he does some nice things, but his style appeals to me. All right, what do I have here? Bingo cards. Let's put my cluster. Let's just dump them out. Let's see what's in here. I'll pick out some and then put the rest back. Ooh, we got, you know, and I ran across that jar of watches that I bought when I went on my birthday. I bought a jar of wrist watches, but I'm going to have to learn. I'm going to have to learn how, I kind of like that. I'm going to have to learn how to take those backs off. Maybe a small one. I'm just going to pull out some pieces here to use. We aren't going to get, ooh, I like that 2 of clubs. And let's put the rest back, and then if I need them, I'll come get them. Tim Holtz, all about grunge. I like a clock face and a button maybe. And I don't think these are sticky back. They're baseboards. Junk drawer. Printed, used as project embellishment. So these are good on dimensional art, but I think I can use some of these on my clusters. Yes, I'm going to put them all back in now, except for the ones I pushed out. Let's keep the domino out. We'll keep those pieces out. Oh, look, there's an elephant. I'm going to save that for my India caboodle. There's a 13 cents. Give me your 13 cents worth. These are just fun to play with. Can you imagine Tim Holtz's junk drawer? Fun. Oh, is Jude leaving? She says, Mary, have a good night. Got to get to bed. Up at AM for work. So Jude, if you're still out there, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much, Jude. I don't think these are, and have a good day at work. I don't think these are sticky back. I'm going to take and thin them down a little though. Just pull a little that. Maybe I'll use that as grunge. He layers the paper, so you can, if you need a thinner piece here, you can pull. See how I pulled that off? And now I just have a nice thin piece that I can put on here. And we're going to use that and maybe a word here. And it doesn't have to necessarily say anything. Life is a flower of which love is the honey. This is all about love, I think. I was cutting out sections of a book. Let's see what this old one is. Foot jaws. I don't know what foot jaws are. In these fatter organs, we see extremely well exemplified the transition from a walking limb to a jaw. It must be a part of an insect thing. I don't know if I want that on here. I think I want to go for some of this colored stuff. We'll put this one back in. Foot jaws. Here. This is all about freckles. This was a page out of a book that I have called Freckles. It looks like it's saying elaborate politeness. Yes, I am, said Wesner. So would every man, something gang, if they weren't too big of cowards. We'll put that on there. Now I don't want it to grow too thick. I don't want it to grow too thick. And I think if this might be enough, and I might put a button on it. Let's move this down a little. So these are stapled on. This is all one piece. We're going to put this text on it and this, and then I might put a button on there. So let's staple. We're doing the one at a time staple. Rather than one staple, this is one at a time staple. I think that will hold it. I do. So I got a little wire in there, but I've folded it all under. It's chicken wire, and it's folded under. I've got a little grunge tape measure, a little bit of text on here. And let's see what's in that button jar that I pulled out. Maybe I can glue a button on. I kind of like that pink, but that's a smiley face button. Uh-oh. There we go. I should put these in a lid of some sort. Or maybe what I'll do is, I have this out. I'm still working on dolls. I have this box out here. Somebody sent me this box in Happy Meal, I think. How does it open? And I have some more grunge. I was using this stuff on my dolls. Let's dump these buttons in here for now, so I can sort through them. And then when I get done, I will put them back in the jar. Isn't this fun? Ooh, look at that. That'd make a nice doll piece. We want something flat. Here's a little gray one. Maybe something clear. No, that doesn't show up enough for me. Oh, here's Mary saying maybe this and maybe that. Maybe this and maybe that. This one's a gold one, but it's a shank one. I suppose I could sew it in there. All the gold ones seem to be shank buttons. I don't want a shank. Oh, this one's on a ribbon. This one's sewn together. I'm going to save that out. That won't go on this. But there's a teeny green one. No, it's not good. Just looked green. Ooh, I kind of like that. Do I have another one? I like that one. I even like that one upside down. I like it striped. All right, let's put the rest of these aside here for a moment. Put my thread back in there because I need to put this in a safe place. I like this one here, and it's got a metal washer on the back, and it's got striped material on the front. And I like it with the striped. I like it with the striped like this, but I really like it upside down. And I could glue it on pretty easy in there. And I have a piece of this trim that was bought from Keisha because it says Meri Alt. Meri Alt. That's how I know that they're from, because she's got several Marys, and there was another Meri in the auction last week, and she kept saying Miss Meri, and I thought she was talking to me until I go, oh no, she calls me Meri Alt. Oh, this is perfect for grunge. Let's find the beginning of it. There's a couple yards of this. Well, that's not the beginning. It's on the other side. And this kind of has a brownish green silver. Let's cut off a snip of this. And we'll keep that out. Put it right there. And I think I'm going to staple this on. I don't want to cover up all my chicken wire though. I'm covering up all my chicken wire. Let's put it here. One of many staples, one at a time staples. That worked. And then this button I'm going to put upside down there. And we're going to call this cluster done. And I'm just going to save my little baggie out. Let's get my glossy accent, which is, I cut this down yesterday. This is one that I had around that's going to the bottom. And when it clumps out, it really clumps out. What can I put it on? I need a little piece of, I need that trident stuff. Here, we'll put it on this bag, because I'm afraid it's going to all glump out on me. Well, we'll try it first. Well, I guess it didn't do too bad. And I'm going to put the button upside down because I like the washer. And we'll just set that aside and let it dry. And that'll be my first grunge cluster of the morning. I'm going to set it over here. Uh-oh, I've got a lot of stuff set over here. Gonna have to clean it up. Gonna have to clean it up. Let's see who's come in to chat while I was... Let's see, Jill is here, Rhonda's here, Angie. Good morning, Angie. Welcome, welcome, Angie. Hi, Anastasia. Good morning, Anastasia. Glad to have you join us. Rhonda's here. Jill is saying their internet is slow. And this is where Jude had to leave. Okay, now what shall I do? Now what? Well, let's go back to this. Let's do a grungy. Let's start with this as the base. Torn. I'm just going to tear off a piece here. This was covering a box. I got a nice sturdy box in the mail. I ordered some back issues of Somersets. I was going to share them this morning, but I kind of want to keep this all about clusters. Ooh, I might have to double this. This is not as thick as I thought. We're going to double it. And maybe put a something in between it. So we got that. Let's go for some newspaper. What did I do with the newspaper? I tore out that strip. Is that over here? Here it is. Well, no, that's not the one I tore out. Well, we'll tear out another strip. Maybe a part of a comic. Would that be fun? Hold on. I'm going to have another craft lunch if I'm not careful. Let's see. We got opinion. Editorial page. I don't know if I brought the comics in. I got the sports section. And more obituaries. Oh, I did bring in some comics. Let's tear out the cartoons. We'll do a grungy cartoon. Funny pages. And when I read this section of the paper, I always read Dear Abby. It's always about mental health issues. And then I skipped the the zodiac. I skipped that because I just don't believe in it. Sometimes I look at today's birthdays. Here's a today's fact. In the first televised White House address, President Truman asked the American people to stop eating meat on Thursdays and poultry on Thursdays to help relieve the food shortages in Europe. Wow. Then I go read the Family Circus. And it says, you have to be 24, Daddy. That's all the candles we could find. And then I read some of the cartoons. Sometimes I'll read Baby Blues. A lot of these cartoons don't. Garfield, I'll read Garfield. But let's see. Let's just tear out. What comic do I... Shall we tear out Garfield? Garfield, I decided I should read more. And then he's reading the back of a cereal box or cookie box. Fortified with essential vitamins and minerals. That's enough for my today. My head hurts. Tomorrow we'll read a milk carton. Hee hee. We're just going to tear out Garfield here. And this is just grunge. And I guess that's all I'm going to get of it. Because I ripped it wrong. And this will go on the base. And how about I thought I had, see, this is the thing. I thought I had. I stacked it all up and I don't know where it went to. I thought I had some fabric here. I know I did. It's buried. We could do a piece of this. What happened to my piece of fabric? Where did my piece of fabric? I even have a piece of wax paper. Fabric must have fallen over here. I've got other fabrics. This is all about grunge today. I'm looking for a stack of fabrics here. I think that's my book. My slow stitch book. Hold it. My litter bag's in the way of my seeing what I have. Here's some fabrics. Alrighty, let's see what I want. I'm not really into this green. Doesn't appeal to me, but this does. All right. Oops. Now we'll put this aside. Okay, let's get a snip of... I don't know what I did with that Tim Holtz fabric. Did I push it over here? It might have fallen. Like other things, it probably fell off. I got too much on my desk. Too much on my desk. All right. So let's go back to where I was. I'm going to take a piece of this wax paper and put in between these. This is grunge. Ooh, maybe I'll use this dirty side. Looks like I had some sort of ink or something on it. I don't want to tear too much of that off. I'm going to put it in between here. Should wrinkle it up, but... All right, we're going to staple this. This is one staple at a time clusters this morning. Angie says, just going to say one big hello. Okay, Angie. Is Mitzi in here? Did Mitzi come in? I saw somebody say hello to Mitzi. Sylvia said hello to Mitzi. There she is. Good morning, Mitzi. Glad to have you join us. All right, let's get a strip of this frayed side. Oh, there's my Tim Holtz. That was here. And I got some lace. See, when I layer, I really want to layer. Oh, I'm cutting with the wrong scissors. These need to be cleaned. I've been cutting carpet tape with those red-handled ones. Let's cut it here. Let's see if I can tear that. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's going to tear. Oh, perfect. And let's see what I want. Well, maybe the clock? No. Maybe the 15. Or the playing card. I like the playing card. Now I've been taking, because these are baseboards, so it's pretty thick. And I can remove the thickness here. All you have to do is get a hold and pull on the back and make it a little bit thinner. If you're going to want it a little bit thinner in your... And I don't know if... Might try to thin this down just a little bit more. Yeah. That works. But I want something else in there. Something, maybe. Maybe, baby. Where's that ribbon? Let's do another ribbon thing. And I've been doubling the ribbons. I'll probably use this ribbon up this morning. I have to get some more from Keisha. She says, I've got it, Mary. She sewed her laces while I was streaming the other night. I asked her in her auction, did you sew all your laces while I was streaming? She has her market sale on Friday nights. On some, sometimes. And I stream on Friday nights. So, sorry, I'm not going to give up my stream for your market. But I was hoping that she would do her laces ahead of time, but she didn't. And she said, I got some left, Mary. Go watch the video and see if what's left. And I haven't had a chance to do that, so I might just wait until the next lace. I kind of like that. Kind of. Let's get this contraption out again. Let's just cut a small piece. I'm into the chicken wires this morning. And I'm just moving this paper down as I think I'm going to have to cut this off. This piece here. It's holding it together. I hate to cut it off. I don't know if I can get that paper in there. Yeah, we'll leave it like this for now. Tape it back up. All right. We're going to put that on top of my, and I've been bending it down with my pliers so it doesn't poke. No pokey pokey. This one might have to be cut off. Maybe I need to cut those big long ones off. Uh-oh, what did I do? Cut that one too much. I'm just playing cluster this morning. Let's fold this in half. Trying to get these little sharp wires folded so that they won't poke. No pokey. Is Jill having to go to the dentist? I don't envy you a dentist trip, Jill. I'm not sure I like this. I'm not sure I like it. And it's... I think I'll just put it over here for a bit, maybe on something else. All of that. All of that. Did I staple this on? I haven't stapled this on yet. I don't remember stapling it on. Let's staple this on. One staple at a time. I want something more on this. This doesn't have a face on it. Let's see. Flowers are too big. Might look nice as part of the base. What? I just have that. No. I want something else. Where are all my somethings? Lace, lace. Oh, did I put the funny paper on there? The funny paper. Garfield. Oh, look, William Shatner is, we're going to put this on there. William Shatner is ready for real-life Star Trek. The actor will aboard the Blue Origin's latest space aerospace company founded by Jeff Bezos, announced Monday. So William Shatner is going to space. Well, it takes up quite a bit. Let's tear it off here. Maybe just like that. Let's grunge it up a little and maybe put a button on it. You know, let me look in my... I have too many bits and bobs boxes. I thought I had a spaceship one in one of my... I do someplace. I don't know if they're in here. Oh, I've got all sorts of bits and bobs. I want something that can be used for... This is too big. I thought I had some spaceship ones. Here's some lace I can use. This says blessing. Blessing. No, I'm not going to dump these out. Oh, but look. Oh, I kind of like that. We'll see. I guess I'm not going to find them. Got some little bingo numbers. This is my junk drawer. All right, I'm not going to find them in there. That's enough looking in there. Got a glue stick that needs to be put in there. Hold on. Pulled out stuff there. That bobby pin can go back in. I am creating clusters. I pulled out this is how it happens. I pulled out the Garfield cartoon out of the comics, but it happens on the other side. It happens to be an article about William Shatner, who was Captain Kirk on Star Trek, is going into space. I missed my card here. What had happened to my card? I guess I'm not going to put that on there. No. I want this on here. But I want to grunge it up a little with some ink. I may not get as many done today because I'm hunting around while I work. Let me get a distress ink pad out here. Oh, come on. Yeah. They're stuck in there. And a sponge. inks. I'll keep those two out. Maybe my blue seems to be stuck in there. I don't know why. Blue. All right. We just want to put a little bit of ink. Maybe I'll do the blue around the edge. I don't have anything here that's Star Trek-y. It's not really my thing, but I do like that as being news. So we'll kind of grunge it up a little here. All right, that's all I needed. Penelope, I love you, but I'm going to move you. All right. I'm not sure about that. Let's do this. Cardboard piece. On it. The reason I'm going to put cardboard on the back of it is because this is, when I put the glossy accent on this ribbon and the fabric, it'll just soak through. Let's do that now. Put that right there. And then we're going to put my button. I haven't glued my button down yet, so we can put this right up in there. One at a time, Staples. And I'm thinking, there goes my ribbon on the floor. I'm thinking some of that thread through the needle, green thread, through the buttonhole. And I don't know if I have a needle in there. Penelope says I have needles. That's kind of cool. I don't know if I have anything else to... Okay. Let's put this back. Get Penelope out. I'm slow sometimes, and we're going to do the long needle because the thread will go through it. I'm getting out that big long needle, creepy needle. This is kind of an interesting spool. Really, I'd like the contrasting thread, but we're going to leave it as it is. I'm not going to get out any more thread. know. I kind of like that on it. Does that look like the space station? I kind of like it. Maybe I'll rethink my thread here. You know, maybe I'll do it anyway. Mary's thinking about what she wants to do on these. So you're just going to hear me making decisions here. Actually, I kind of like this too. Just like that. Let's glue that on there. Make a decision and put it aside and let it dry. I'm going to turn it upside down. I kind of like it like that. Let's move this up a little so it can read the text. And maybe I'll fill this with glossy accent. There we go. And I'm just gonna, too bad I do. What did I, here, let's get, where did I see those? Let's throw a couple of these little beads in there. Seed beads. Fell off of my, one of the necklaces that I had. None's going in the center. That's enough. I'll leave it like that, just cause. All right, we're gonna call that one done. That's a little news item about, that's this week's paper on October 12th. I think I'm gonna write 2021 on that. October 12th, 2021. William Shatner will be going on one of those Jeff Bezos. Now I need a paper to scoop that up with. Yeah, I'll hold it up so you guys can see it. You have to ignore the underneath part. Yeah, over here we can see more of the contrast. I mean, yeah, there. So that's the second grunge cluster. Kind of a little news item there. I like that. Oh, so where are we going for next? Rhonda's talking to Jill. Hi, Dee Dee. Good morning, Dee Dee. Oh, it's so good to see you. Dee Dee comes on next. Dee Dee will be on at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. Let's see. I had that playing card out. Let's do something with it. And what shall we do with it? Shall we do a paper doll one? It's all about Tim Holtz grunge, I guess, this morning. Let's grab a paper doll. And I got them in this big old bag so that they were falling out. They were falling out of my little bag here, so I wrapped them in the big bag. Let's pick out a paper doll to go with this. 2 of clubs. So it's got to be a man, I think. How about this guy? or this guy? That's a young boy. How about this guy? He looks like a two of clubs man to me. All right, we're gonna do that guy. And I might just leave the whole thing. Actually, the boy would make a smaller, wait, I got too many things in my hands. Put these back in. Well, while we're looking, let's get a little girl out. Find one that, ooh, she's cool. What's this? There's a little girl. Oh! Too many things in my hands. Oh, there's two little girls. Two of them jumped out at me. This one holding the dolly, and this one with a flower headband. So we got two men and two girls. Let's put these back. More paper dolls that Tim Holtz does, the happier Mary is. The happier Mary is. I'll put those right back over there. So we're going to work with the two of clubs first here. Oh, I wish I had a grunge doll. I might see what I have in my dolls pieces. All right, we're going to work with I think the boy. Although the man's almost too tall. But if the two of clubs goes nice on him. The boy, I think I'll do something else with the boy. So let's get them out of the way. Oh, I got another boy. They all jumped out. They said, me. Lace? Nah. How about some of this? Yeah. And some of that Tim Holtz paper that oh, how about some fabric? Tim Holtz fabric. Let's do where it says LONDRES here, or publisher of. We could do the cigar. I think I'm going to go for this. So let's make a snip here and just rip it. And that's kind of big. So I'm going to rip it again. Here. Now that may be longer than what I want, but and I need a base. I need a base. Now this was a baseboard, and I pulled several layers. See, they're pretty thick, and you can make these thinner if you want to use them thinner. But I still need something under this to, how about a tear of that craft paper that I pulled out? I don't know what I did with the piece that I tore off. I threw it someplace. This is, oh, how about no, coffee filter's not thick enough. Let's get another piece of that craft paper. Oh, here it is. Now we're going to have to oh, I thought this was thicker than it is. Grunge tags. I can't wait to see what Susan did. I haven't had a chance to watch Susan's video yet. Now, I don't think the staple will go through all of these. So, let's staple. I might tear some of this off at the bottom. Maybe move it up a little. let's staple these together. I think I'll put more than one staple in this. And you know what? I should be putting my staples in on this side because I'll be covering up the other. And I'm going to put him on here. And I think I can staple him. And then my card will go here. And what kind of Tim Holtz washi do I have? I have some Tim Holtz washi tape. Grunge. I kind of like that. Let's go for that. And if I staple that washi on there, it won't matter if it curls up a little unless I tear it off. So let's staple him on. We're going to staple him here because I don't know if that'll go all the way through, but we're going to see. But I'll be putting my playing card on top of him. So we're going to give him a staple in there. And it did go all the way through pretty good. And let's put some washi. Find it here. And he needs something. He needs to say something. Where's my bag of quotes? I get all this stuff out and then I say, where is it? Where is it? Where'd it go to? I moved him over here. No. Where's my bag of quotes? I'm looking. Hold on. Give me a minute. Let's see if I can find something appropriate in here. These are not necessarily quotes. These were off of a page that I just colored. Dear Freckles, she said, there's a story in your eyes this morning. Tell me. Freckles drew a long, wavering breath. There's a story in your eyes. That's what we're going to use. There's a story in your eyes this morning. I guess those are inside yet. Let me put these back. Dear Freckles, there's a story in your eyes. Let's see. How can I get that on there so that it shows? It's going to have to go something like that if you want it to see it all. Oh, it's covering him up. I don't really need that playing card. I can use something else. I like the story in your eyes. Let's put it right about there. Let's see what else I have here. I got a 56. Shift key. Got a shift key. I got this. This is interesting. This was a piece of it looks like it could be a pull tab. A button sewn on both ends. Isn't that interesting? I'm going to save that out. Let's see, what else did I pull out here? A star, a domino, grape soda, 37, 15. Now, I like the shift key. I think I'm going to use the shift key. Where am I going to put it? Right there, I think. And see, this is where it's layered. See how thick that is? It has to be an 1/8 of an inch thick. And you can just get in there with your fingernail even and start pulling off the layers. You can save the layers and grunge them up and use them for something else. Let's get this off of here. Oh, I might need the pen for this. So Dee Dee comes on at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30. How about the washi underneath of this? What did I do with my washi? Right here. 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. I'll probably have to get some breakfast and then I'll go watch her. I slept pretty good last night. I learned how to use the chainsaw yesterday, you guys. I'm dangerous now. I'm dangerous now. I know how to use a chainsaw. And we're just going to, you know what I think I'm going to try to do here? Is just let it, let's put it this way. And I think I'm going to twist it. Let's give it a twist and see what happens. Might stick onto something. Well, I'm not sure this is going to work. Well, it works if I fold twist it. Fold it back on itself. Like that. Kind of like a end of a tie. If I can fold that. It works that way. And this, I think I'll take off. And let's do it this way. And then I'm just going to fold it, kind of fold it back on itself in a little kind of a edge like that. And fold that back on itself again. There. Now I'm going to put this back on here. And then I'm going to let those two stick out. And I like this. Dear Freckles, she said, there is a story in your eyes this morning. We're going to put that in here. Oh, my tie doesn't show. Well, that's okay. Let's staple this right here. And I do think I'm going to staple it on the front to the back. This is one staple every now and then, one staple at a time. I like that. And then I'm going to put that shift key right here. I'm liking that. So let's put that on. And you know, I got that. Let's put it more on the, yeah, open this up. I'm right at the end of this bottle of Glossy Accent. Right there. And we'll put the shift key on there. Love it. So there's that one. Very cool. This is a long one, but it's flat enough that it will fit. It's pretty flat. It will fit in on a journal page. So I got 3 grunge clusters done. Angie had to leave. Rhonda says, Anastasia, happy that you like it. Personally, I don't hate changing all the thread. That's why it's nice to have a variety of something for everyone. Let's see, what are you guys talking about? Anastasia, that's good. I've had it for many years. I'm on some serious meds for it now. Huh. Rhonda said, I know there are these doctors at YouTube studies fibromyalgia. Oh, fibromyalgia. Oh, you guys. Dee dropped a link Rhonda dropped a link to Dee Willingham. Anastasia says, Mary, I like the other side. You give it more life. Anastasia says, I have fibromyalgia. Is autoimmune disease some kind of a way? I've had a temperature of 105 for my tooth, and I've had to have done all of them to come out. I went into a deep sleep for surgery. Oh, that's what I'm hating. I'm hating the thought of oral surgery. And they're telling me that at some point in my life, I'm going to have that wisdom tooth pulled out. And I don't know. Oh, look, I got the dog. We got the dog. I'm liking this scarf. I haven't done much with it. I think I got this at the Dollar Tree one day. It looks like I sort of tore it here. Look, it's kind of gathery. Looks like maybe I tried to rip it. Ooh, I kind of like it gathery. I wonder if I can do that again. Let's see if I can do that again. I kind of like it gathery. And I kind of like the grunge part. Let's see if I can tear it here. Let's see what happens if I tear down the center. It's going to kind of roll. I don't know how I gathered that. Let's do another tear right in here. See what happens. Well, okay. That's good enough. Let's just tear this center part out. Oh dear. I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know what I'm doing next. I'm just pulling stuff out. Let's see. What do I want to use for a base? You know, that might look okay on some of this. I'm not... This is not my favorite fabric. I got it at the thrift store. But this might look okay with some of this. And you can see I haven't even used this yet. I saved off a piece. It was a lot there. I sent it to Aunt Beck. It's seed packages. There's the salvage edge. Let's use this other edge. Well, let's just tear a piece off. Carrots and strawberries. Oh, let's do it this way, though. I don't know how it'll tear this way. We'll see. Oh, yeah. Carrots, sunflower, and strawberry and watermelon. Let's keep tearing down to the end of the watermelon. We might use watermelon, strawberry, and sunflower. Oh, it's this way that won't tear. There. All right. Like, that's too long. So let's see. What do I have here? I have this and this. Let's cut this in half. Now I'm liking that. This will be a larger cluster again. Let's do a little piece of this. Let's see what's in here. This was Mary A. I might have got this. I'm not sure where I got that. Might have been from Pearl. Because usually Keisha will call me Mary Alt. Ooh, this is pretty, but I'm getting too wide. Let's go with the thinner stuff. Yeah. But I need a base now. I need a base. Let's go to that. I tore a piece of that Tim Holtz scrapbook paper. I don't know what I did with that. And I get things all messed up on my desk. Did I put it over here? Newspaper. Might have to get out. Where's that piece of scrapbook paper that I tore? Here's the Hastings couple finds inspiration in artistic endeavors. This I thought was an obituary, but it's a journey. Someday, when he's old enough, I will regale my 3-year-old grandson, Kabi, with a dramatic story of how his intrepid grandmother thrashed her way to the East Coast to meet him. Hee hee. All right. Well, half of this is looking for stuff. I tore that piece of scrapbook paper, and I just tore a little piece of it off, and I'm not sure I want to tear another piece of scrapbook paper. We've got this postal mailer. I kind of like this. I'll cut it here. We're talking grunge. We are talking grunge. I've got a coffee filter. I've got some brass pieces. I've got some lace. Cupcake liner. Let's tear a piece of that coffee filter. I still need something for the base, though. I don't know what I did with that scrapbook paper, and I'm not wanting to tear another piece. Ah! Maybe that's what fell a while back. Hold it. I'm getting a coffee filter out. I I just want one, please. One will do it. I bought these coffee filters especially for, because we don't have a coffee pot this big. My coffee pot takes little round ones. I can just pull this out. Well, 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 well. Here's my Tim Holtz paper, but that's not a tour sheet. Here it is. Yay! I didn't want to tear up anymore. Use what I have torn. And actually, all right, let's see where I'm at here. I don't think I'll use that on this. I kind of like this red. I'm getting too wide though with it. Kind of like just that. Save this for another one. I want a base. Let's kind of double this. I don't want these so wide. And we'll tear that way. This was a scarf I got at Dollar Tree, I think. And they had them floating around there this summer. There. I'm liking that. It's a little bit too long. Can I double that? Let's cut it in half. Piece of lace and another piece of this. All right, let's staple this. And I think I'm going to staple it from the underside up because I'll be covering up my ends. There. Oops, what did I do? No, that's right. All right, now, what do I have? I have all sorts of stuff. I don't like the 2 clubs. How about one of these girly girls? Where's my other girls? I had 2 girls out. What did happen to them? Well, that's the one that's there, but I really didn't want her with this. Maybe unless I put that pink there. Maybe she likes the pink. I like that. She's holding her dolly. She's holding a dolly. All right, so let's cut this lace down. Oh, it's already got a cut in there. I'm liking that. Getting too much on my desk again. Can't find things. All right, time to stack up some of this stuff and make real cluster, a stacky cluster. There's that buttonhole from Becky. There's some more lace there, lace here. Let's put all the fabric laces together. And we'll put them aside here. There's a Tim Holtz strip. That's a scrap. Oops, we'll save that. There's this fabric. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Pliers. Stapler up here. Oh, I got a snowflake. Maybe that could go behind her. Sponge. Little things. Little fabric. I have to every now and then sort these out, or I'll just have so much going on my desk that I can't find anything. I get inspired by everything around me, but man, it sure accumulates, doesn't it? Oh, I got some rusty bobby pins. We'll have to use one of those this morning. I got a little gold tie. All right. Little scrappies. Tools. A little lace. All right, let's just push all this over here. These are bits and bops. This is ribbon. Ribbon. Got a lot of it. And it's hanging on to, so I'm going to throw this piece away. It was a failure. All right, here's the Tim Holtz fabric. Tear. Oh, look, I got some punched out leaves. Fabric. Little tear. And I've got some little brass findings here. I'm trying to sort this out between paper scrap and fabric scrap and bits and bops. The Tim Holtz washi tape here. Dee Dee says, what book are you coloring in this month? I think she's talking to Jill. Alrighty. I don't know what happened to my... Here's one of the little boys. I don't know what happened to my other little girl. My man I used. I don't know what happened. I had two little girls out. Here she is. Do I like her? Do I want the doll one or the flower one? No, I think I want the doll. Bobby pin. All right, we still need a base. No, I put a base. I'm kind of liking it just like that. Oh, we're going to try this. The snowflake behind her. I think I like it. Now she needs a little white button on there. Big old fabric pieces. In my way. You can't see anything. The ATCs from yesterday. Fabric pieces. I'll put them under here. Alrighty. I think I like this, but I think it's going to have to be glued down. And I think I'm going to put this was on the base of that card. And I think I can even split this one more. And I'm going to put, well, half of this under here. Well, no, under here. Because I don't want that glue to sop all the way through to the bottom. So I want a base to hold, because I'm gonna put glossy accent on here. So I'm going to glue this on first. If I can get it to come out. My glue is about done here, my glossy accent, which I call glue. I use it like glue, but it's getting down to the bottom. Okay. So we're going to glue this one down, if I can get a hold of it, onto there. And then we're just going to let these fall. And then I'm going to glue this one on top of that. But because I have that cardboard under there, my glue will hopefully stop at the cardboard. And I'm going to put this right here. And then she's going to go on here, right in there. And I could staple her in, but I don't want to put a staple through her, so I think I'll try to glue her. And that might be a mistake. We'll see. Another case of it sopping through to the back. Hold on to her for a minute. Oh, I'm liking her though. I'm liking her. I'll have to fix this if I can. One more. Pull that way a little more. This is a case of don't move it, Mary. Then I want to put one more thing on here, which is a button. I got to keep an eye on my time. I've got about an hour. Ooh, I got some of this pretty little lace. I got some of this. Let's put some of this on it. Snip it. And let's see if I have what I have for buttons. I want a little tiny whitish colored one. All right. So I'm just gonna pick this up, and I'm not sure that's gonna hold her. Well, now it is. Now that I want to put that under there, it's holding. Yeah. Let's wrap this around a couple times. And actually, that could go down further. And put that button. Let's put that button right in there. I don't know if that'll hold. Doesn't look right to me. Let's put it there. Maybe even down further. Move that back up a little. This is really a thick cluster there. But my journals that I have, I can put, I've got pretty thick spines on my October and December journals. I haven't made November yet, but I think I'm okay with the thick spines. I mean, the thicker clusters. If you want your journal to lay flat, you want a thinner cluster. If you use clusters, you can use clusters on tags. All right, let me hold this up closer so you guys can see it. There she is. Hold her toward the light a little. Oops. We'll see how that works after it dries. That glossy accent is still wet, so let me move stuff around here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 clusters, so I have time to make a few more. Let me arrange them over here, so if I want to put another one on, I can. Oh, let's see. Where shall I go next? Shall I use some inks? I feel like maybe using some inks. What shall I ink? They're sitting here because of Inktober. This is about a couple that's having a gallery showing this coming weekend. She says, she's a photographer. She says, I enjoy being out in nature. D is her husband's name. He's impressed with his wife's work. She's an outstanding photographer. When it comes to the Minden Opera House show, D describes himself as a tag-along. It was Jerry's idea to incorporate Dee's fish carvings with her photos of flowers, birds, and insects. I thought he's got some really neat stuff that would go well with all of this. Blah, 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 blah. He said about what size. Your whole effort is out of a block of wood to try to make it look like a fish. Da, 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 da. It's trying to see a fish in a block of wood. I think I'm going to tear right here where he says she's an outstanding photographer. I like that. I'm going to put some text on here. We're just going to tear. Down to here. This is about a couple that's having a show. And let's put a little of this. That copper's too dark. This is brass. This is acrylic ink. I'm going to put a little dab of gold and smear it with a sponge on here. A little dab. Maybe a dab more. There. All right, I'm good with that. I got to catch up on my Inktober. What, today is what, the 6th? I think I got to day 3 done. Let me dry this. Now, what am I going to do with it? I wish I had a fish. I don't have a fish at hand. What do I have? I want to go back and look in my whatnot box. Let's see what I have in here. I got my paintbrush. It's still, I'm testing it to see if it's not going to dry out in there. It's been in there 2 or 3 days. Let's see if I'm going to dump this out, guys. It's the only way I can see what's in there. This is how I get clusters. Look, there's more in there yet. Ooh, what's this? What is that? That can be used on a cluster. All right, what do I have? Bobby pin, pennies. I could do a penny. Let's pull that. That's not the penny. Let's pull the penny out. That could be a cluster. I think these are matches. I doubt that they'll light. Glue stick. Top of a I bought a Life Journey die cut at Keisha's auction. I almost lost it. Keisha made a mistake. I had to call her on it. She almost gave it to somebody else, but I really wanted it, or else I would have let the other person have it. But I actually want it. And it says Life Journey, and I wanted it because of this. Well, I got a lot of bobby pins in here. Got a half of a poker chip and a rubber band. I was hoping I had something that looked like a fish, but it doesn't look like I do. There's a long fish. I think this was part of a belt. It's not a tweezer thing. Well, well, well. A lot of bobby pins. Looks like I've been starting to throw all my bobby pins in. There's a rooster. Maybe we'll keep him out and put him on a cluster today. Pin top, bobby pin, button, penny. several bobby pins. I got into the habit of throwing them in there as a safety pin. Let's save that. Got some of these hanger things. I'm going to do something with those someday. I'm not finding anything that looks like a... Here's a paper bead I made out of wax paper. Rolled up real thin. I'll save that out. Whoops. No, I guess that was just a button. Here's a heart-shaped... Actually, I think it was a corner thing. But it always reminds me of a heart. A weird heart. I'll keep that out. Poker chip. Here's a dragonfly. We'll save that. Here's another little paper button. This wasn't made out of wax paper. This was just a piece of magazine paper. That's as far as I got with making paper buttons, just the cylinder. I'll keep that one. Google eyes. Well, I'm not finding any fish. I don't save much fish. It's a little sequin thing. How many times have I dumped this whatnot box out in front of you guys? Several times. Okay. So I'm kind of liking this dragonfly on here. So that's where I'm at. Let's go for the grunge again. Ooh, I kind of like this. So let's tear here. Actually, I like my white edges. We can make this a little thinner. I like my white edges. I confess. I'm a white edge person. And let's tear it here. All right. And actually, that green scarf that I had, that I threw over here someplace, would look, piece of that would look nice on there. I don't know what I did with it. Threw it off someplace. Not going to worry about it. Let's see, what do I want to use with it? Got some gold paper. See, it keeps getting wider and wider and wider. Save that for something else. I'm looking, not getting inspired. Something for the base. How about, let's try one of these tiley things. And I think I'm going to have to double it. I wonder if I can tear it. Oh, it tears. So if you buy one of these peel and stick removable tiles, they tear easy. I bought it to art with. And I think I want to go for... Well, actually, I want it to show. Maybe I'll use that as the base. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm tearing up this paper is what I'm doing. Silver and gold. Now, it needs something under it. But I don't want to cover up all my pretty. So maybe I just need a let me look. I wonder if something transparent. See, I want to break the, I want it to show, but I also want to, I need this to show up on that. What I need is a piece of black strip. On here. That works. Oh, Susan was here, and I missed her. I missed Susan. Dee Dee, thank you for talking to Susan for me. Oh, she's off to work. I missed her. I was hunting for stuff here. Hi, Malia. Jill is here. Dee Dee's here. Anastasia left. Alrighty. Got the dragonfly. Now, whoops. Let's see. I still want my silver to show, but I also need my gold to show. And I don't want my cluster to be too wide. I'm experimenting. I'm just figuring out what I want here. It's too bad. Maybe I could thin my black down and just make it. Let's tear this in half. Like this. Just enough to accent the black. And maybe even right in, well, no. Right here. And then tear it, tear it, tear it, tear it. Oh dear, I'm wasting stuff. Nothing goes to waste in my world. I'll save this for something. Well, that's not true. I waste more than what? I don't know what I paid for this tile piece. Hopefully not more than $1. I don't know where if I got it at the dollar store or at Hobby Lobby. All right, so I'm going this way with it. I like that. So we're going to staple that. And you know what? I think I'm going to ink this, though. Let's ink it with blue. I like white, but that needs to be inked. Where's my sponge? Oh, dear. Let's ink this up. Hi, Miss Susan. Susan Hiles is the Crafty Cluster Open Collab Coordinator. She started all this. And now I have couch clusters because of Susan. All right, we can put that back. I'm liking where this is going. I just have to figure it out. I had a piece of black strip fabric. Goodness knows where it floated off to. Here. I kind of like. Let's let it go that way. No, doesn't work for me. Let's go ahead and put this down and then just work from this as a base. Actually, I would like to have a picture on this of a, but I get so much on it, I begin to cover up the, where's my, I was thinking that a man and woman here together would be nice, if I could find one. These are not groupings, these are single. These are what they call solos. So I don't think I'm going to find a man and woman together. And I don't have my others out. Oh, I like her. That's not a, and now I'm getting into the feet. I might have mixed these up a little. Oh, jeez. I don't think I'm going to have a man and woman together. No, I pulled two out. I'm going to have to put those away. I'm just going to set them aside for a moment. I may want them again. It's not going to work there, Mary. Hold it a minute while I put these. Look, I have a, no, I don't. Okay, where is she? Oh, she's not going to work on there, but unless I take that off and put that, hold it. I shouldn't have stapled them. Stapled them too early. Where's my staple remover? What happened to my staple remover? I always put it right in here. All right, we're going to unstaple this. And we're going to put her behind here and put this Here. I like that. I don't know what she's doing. She's holding something. I like that. I actually have a brass curved piece here that I get these at that little quilt store. I don't pay over 50 cents a piece for this stuff. Look, I've got a brass piece. Almost, that one almost fits. What's this one? This is this. They're all the same. They almost fit her hand. Not quite. So we won't use them. I'm afraid to staple it again. Alrighty, let's see what I do have here. I'm still looking. I've got my little rooster. I've got this. It's too much. I'm looking. I'm deciding. Got some lace. I want the little newspaper article. She could be holding a safety pin. It's too big. I wonder if I could cut a fish out of this. Well, it's beginning to look like a fish, but I don't know if I'll use it. I'm not sure I like it there. Just playing. I might just be at a stopping point. Maybe that's why I'm not inspired to put anything else on there. Maybe that's all it needs. I kind of like how it curves like that because I want her feet to show too. So I'm going to let it curve up like that. I think I'll glue it down. I'm just playing. We'll see. This is my, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is my 5th cluster. I won't get 12 of them made this morning. Well, I'm about down to the end of this. Oops, that's a lot. And we're just going to let it, I'm just going to let it curve up like that. And then I think I'm going to thread this little charm up through there. Yeah, let's see what I have. I've got some red. I've got some red. Let's take a piece of it. Let's tie this on. Crafty grunge clusters. I have to watch Susan and see what she did. I have no idea. She has maybe about, what, 10 or 12 people following her open collab. All right. I think I'll let that hang. And I'm not sure I can get it through here without putting it in a needle. And let's see if I can put a needle through that. This is a curved needle. It goes through fine. So I'm going to keep making these until a little, let's see how I want to do this. Until a little before 7:30. Ooh, I actually like it doubled. And I want it to come, I want it to hang. Maybe wrap around her arm here. You know what? I'm gonna pull that through again. I want this to double treble like that. So we're gonna pull my needle differently, I think, through there. Let that fall way down like that. And wrap it around her arm once. And I want it to hang. Maybe I'll have to poke it through. Uh-oh, I need my awl. Hi, Valerie. Good morning. Valerie says, school has changed so much. Who remembers when school started at 9 and ended at 3? Well, I don't remember it starting at 9, but I remember it starting around 8. We had our school bus, that's hanging behind. We got to go the other way. Our school bus came, I think, around 7:30, and we had about a half an hour bus trip. And what have I done here? I think our classes started around 8. Let's go the other way. I need to hang it in front instead of back. There. I'm going to wrap it around her arm a couple times. Can I tie it? Maybe once. Around her arm once. Let's tie it this way. So I got a short thread. Not knowing where I was going with this. What time does school start? Bootsy said, I was up at 3 a.m. Eastern, but there was no Mary. I come on at 4:30, Bootsy. There was a Mary, but she wasn't at 3 Eastern. She was at 4:30 Central. Good morning, Roy. Hi, Dorinda. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Malia, let's see. Happy Wednesday, Mary, Bootsy says, and happy hump day to you all. Ateliers. Group hello, because I always forget someone. I do too, Roy. Dee Dee says fun clusters later. Dee Dee will be on at 8:30 Eastern. I'm just going to let that hang kind of like that. And I think I will attach it in back, though, because I don't trust my knot to come out. So let me clip this. And I'm going to tape this down with, it isn't going to matter because it will be taped down. Let's put some double-sided tape on it. I'm so good. Let's tape it this way. And maybe here. And put my awl away. I tell you, I really like that awl. I got that from Annie V. It's a nice one. It's got some carpet tape on it, though. I might have time to do one more cluster after this. And it isn't going to matter what kind of tape I put on the back because it's going to probably be glued down. But we're just going to put some of this on it. Just like that. And I think I'll call this one done. I think I'm pretty, well, see, it's going to fold over on me. It'll probably, I don't know, that may eventually tear. Maybe I'll bring that tape over here. Give it a little bit more of a base. See if that helps. It may not. kind of like it being loose, but I think I'm going to call that done. I like how that hangs. So that is my, let me count. I'll get them all out eventually. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my 5th one. We can go for one more. What am I going to use? Let's use something I haven't used before. What would that be? Oh, what do I have out here? I've got gold napkin. Let's just tear into them. Got gold napkin. And shall we go for one of these little, let's go for a brass piece, and let's go for one of my little girls, maybe, if I can find them. Let's go for this little girl. She'll go good on the gold. And we'll see what happens here with her. Let's pull out a napkin. And you know, you don't always have to collage napkins. Let's pull one out here. These are kind of craft. They look gold, but they're kind of a craft color. And let's go for coffee filter and maybe some, I'm gonna use this stuff up, gift tissue. This is text. I got more of this. I got several packages of this. I buy it at Hobby Lobby. And I never can keep track of it, so I buy me another package of it the next time I go. And I'm just going to tear a piece out of here. Tear a piece like that. And I'm going to put it back in here, so it'll look brand new. And the next time I get it out, I'll say, uh-oh, somebody opened this up and tore. I bought a torn piece. All right. She needs some color. She needs some color. And she needs a base. What do I have here? I've got that buttonhole that Becky sent me. She sent it to me for my Art Nouveau. But I don't know. I might use it on this. Got some lace. What else do I have? Ooh, I'm thinking I'm going to ink up this coffee filter with red. Let's see how that works. Let's get a brush out. Of course, it works on the underneath too. Let's pull this more on the I need a bigger brush, but I think I'm going to do the whole here. I think I'm going to do the whole filter. What do I have on that? Something on the back. Get off there. Go. Leave. This will wet the filter down. Now let's ink it up. A little bit more. Oops, sorry you guys, I'm floating down, aren't I? That's because I got stuff up above here. Sometimes I get out of frame and you guys can't see what I'm doing. Sorry. All right, let's dry that. I'll close up my ink before I spill it. And give this a dry. Hi, Carol. Good morning, Carol. Valerie says she's going to try to go live today for the first time. I uploaded an app to my phone so I could. Oh, Valerie. Very cool. I may not be around today. I have to, you know, it's one of those times where I got to go to town. Ooh, look underneath there. That's pretty cool. Look at that. But I'll watch the replay, Valerie. What time are you thinking about going live? I think you're on the West Coast, aren't you? Is Dorinda here? Did I say good morning to you, Dorinda? Valerie, I would love to see your live. I don't know if I can make it today, but if you go live and do it on more than once, I might try to catch you. It's 5 in the morning there. What time were you thinking about going live? Oh, you think you're going to make some fabric flowers? Oh, how cool. I do watch you, Valerie, but on some of your videos, do you do that intentionally? Do you intentionally turn your comments off? Because I tried to comment. Didn't you show your new kitchen? And I tried to comment. Was that you? I watched so many videos. I tried to comment, but the comments were turned off. So I couldn't say anything to you. You're not sure. Okay. Well, I'll catch the replay if you go live. We worked in the yard yesterday, so I didn't make it to town yesterday. So I've got to go today, and we're probably going to have to work in the yard some more tomorrow. We're trimming bushes and trees, and they need to be hauled away. Oh, I'm liking this. All right, let's go back to I need a base, but this will be nice. We're going to tear. I need a base. I think I'm going to go back to that Tim Holtz paper, because this will be a nice base. Actually, I could use this as the base. But we're going to use Tim Holtz, and I need my girl so I can get a sense of what I want to use. Ooh, she's kind of cool here. Maybe this. I'm going to tear it this way. There's a mosquito after me. Roy says, okay, here goes. Carol, Dorinda, Jill, Valerie, Malia, Dee Dee, Brenda, Susan. Oh, that wasn't too difficult. I love Roy's sense of humor. All right, I want this. I want to tear this. And I want torn edges. So let's just tear into this. And actually, the way you're supposed to do this is fold it up several times, but I don't know if I can tear that many at once. Let's give it a running start. Oops. There we go. Let's just tear here. This is just a table napkin, so no worry. No worry. And actually, let's tear another strip here. Because it's got a fold right here. Where did I tear my fold in half? I tore my fold in half. But that's okay. I can do it this way. Yeah, do another one. All right. Let's fold this out. And this out. I'm playing. It's 7. I got 15 minutes. Maybe a little less than 15 minutes to put this one together. Is that the fold? This way. Let's do a twist. I might have to glue that. When she said grunge, I took her seriously. You know, I'm wondering if this will punch. Let's try punching. Do I have a little piece of that left? Let's stop on that. Let's get rid of these. Those might go in the trash. We'll see. I want to keep that. I want my filter. I need my base. I was tearing that. I was actually tearing it. I want the words to show. So I want to tear it this way. I'll probably cover them all up. All right, let's tear a little piece of text tissue. Maybe up here where it's already torn. Get that out of the way. And this. Yes. Now this is going to be too long. I've already covered up my words. You know what? She doesn't have to. I could have it like that and have it this peeking through. All right, so let's tear. How do I want to do it? Let's just tear some first and then look at it and see what I like. How did I have that? That might be too small. Have another piece. This is just a coffee filter, inked up coffee filter. Now I need a base. Do I like that? Or do I want it more like that? More like that. I'll probably tear this off a little. And this is a little too thick. Let's see if I can't tighten this. I want to see if I can punch that silver. I might get some more of that. I forget what I paid for it. Let's see if I can punch it. As long as I'm playing with it. This might be too big. Let's try one of my smaller punches. Do, 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 do. Dee Dee's going to be on here in a few minutes, so I want to get this done. Do I have another piece of it? Oh, I have a mess on my desk. Whenever I do these clusters, yeah, I messed it up there. Some of this is going to go in the trash. Those napkins. I haven't used the rusty bobby pin yet. Let's get one out. Well, I guess I'm going to do this anyway. I want to see if it'll punch. It did. Oh, cool. Very cool. I'm getting all sorts of stuff. Let's put this in my bobby pin. My rusty bobby pin. Uh-oh. It's rusty, all right. It's not going to go in any further. There's my little scissors. I buried them. Bobby pin is there. Took a little bit of manipulation. And I might put some ink on this after I get it all. Hopefully, it's just a napkin, so, but it's twisted, so hopefully it will tie for me without tearing. It's pretty thick. But it's paper, so I should be able to thin it. It's a napkin. Let's cut this off. Ew! Rust. All right. So I'm liking this, but it needs a base. So let's get that grunge paper out again, that other half of it. Where is it? Here. So we're just going to staple this together here, and I'll probably tear it after I get it stapled. This is one more staple cluster, one or more. All right, so I got this here. I'm going to put that there. I got my, I like that. I got my bobby pin flag. Let's put her on there. Let's staple her on there. I want to get this done. She needs some lace. Do I have lace? I have lace. Oh, that'll look nice. We'll put a layer of this on there, except I want it. Yeah. And how much? Down to here. All right, I'll be tearing this. Let's give it another staple. Sorry, lady, you're going to get stapled right in your tummy. Tummy tuck. We'll cover that up. So maybe not with that. Maybe a flower of sorts. No. I got to figure out what I want to do with this. I had it as a crown. I like that. I'm going to staple that on under her head. And let's tear now. And maybe tear this a little more. Oh, I'm liking it. Now, where's my bobby pin? Let's do a little red quick on it. Oh, I got 2 minutes. Dee Dee's probably saying 2 minutes. Foo, Mary, I've started. I'm going to finish these. I'm going to finish them. You guys can go watch Dee Dee if you want. Come back and see how this turned out. I want to get some red on here. All right. Let's dry that before it falls apart. Usually Dee Dee's first half hour is saying hello to folks. But that still doesn't mean I shouldn't get off of here. Now, let's get one of these little something or others. Little tag things. There's a button. We could do the button. Ooh, I like this clock button. Penelope, where are you? She says, I'm here. Let's grab this. And another piece of that red thread. I'm going to go a little bit over. Because I want to finish this cluster. Get in there. Don't tell me I'm going to have trouble threading the needle at the last moment. I don't think that one will go through the eye of my needle, of my button. Let's thread this one. Get in there. All right. Go like so. Thank you, Penelope. Thank you for your service. Now, this can't be taken off and put on a whole lot of times because it's rusty. So I think I'm going to glue it down. I don't know if I want that button right on her belly, though. Let's move it down, and I'll have to put something else there. What do I want? Oh, I was going to put this little button cover. This little buttonhole. That would be cute. That would be cute on there. Like that. Let's just cut this off. Becky sent me this for my Art Nouveau, but I like that. I need something there. Something like a little red heart. To cover up that staple. Let's see how that looks. Oh, perfect. All right, let's glue all this on. And then I'll call this one done. So I'm going to staple the cloth on there. No, I'm not. I'm going to glue it on. I'm in a hurry. I want to get this done. I'll probably glue it under here first. And I'm going to glue this little clock button. It either came from Cheryl or Nana Mo. Little clock wooden button. We're going to put that right in here. Oh, that's a lot. And we'll just lay it there. Now I need to clear this stuff off. I just push it all aside. Push it all aside so I can turn my paper upside down. And I'll get my clusters out so you guys can see them. So there's that one. And this one. And this one, I did 6 of them, I believe. And this one. Let me zoom out just a little. There they are. Thank you guys for sticking with me. And I know Dee Dee's on, so you might want to go watch Dee Dee. Have a great Wednesday, and I will be on tomorrow morning. And thank you very much, Jude. I know that you are calling it a day, but thank you so much for the super chat. Bye, everybody.